Hey kids, here we go again. We're streaming. Yeah, so welcome back, or welcome to Guitar Quackery Live, this channel, the one and only live streaming guitar repair channel. So this is how we do it. So hold on. I send a link to the customer, so he or she, in this case he, can watch what I do in real time. So there you go. Okay, so now the customer received a link, so he can click and he can watch me work on his guitar. Another thing that I do is hold on. I also stream this outside. We have a monitor so that people can watch. Okay? And that's also a great experience. People see it on the monitor. They see me do whatever I'm doing. And then they might walk by and see that it's actually happening in real time. So, quite an experience. If you like the idea of catching me live at my work like this, then subscribe to this channel. If you like the idea of watching a repair technician work on guitars live in real time, then subscribe to this channel, because this is the only channel that does that. I don't have scheduled live streams, so you need to hit the bell icon to be notified when I'm streaming, and then you can decide if you want to watch. That's how it works. I might, as this channel grows, hopefully, so speaking of growing the channel, click the share button so that you can let other people know that this channel even exists. Yeah, so in the future, I might have some kind of schedule for some live streams. I do want to have guests eventually. Maybe do like a little podcast or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But for now, it's just a educational repair channel live. You can post comments, if you're watching a replay, or you can use the chat to ask me questions. Sometimes I read them, sometimes I don't. All right. So what are we doing here? We are doing a crack repair on a Lowden guitar, which is still there in the case. It's in the case because I've got to show you something else first. So it's a fracture caused by dryness. You see, I'm running a humidifier here. I have another humidifier there, so that the guitars don't dry up. Here, I mapped out the internal braces. So this is the soundboard of the guitar. This is the bridge here, kind of like this, right? A different bridge. And the fracture is right here. So if you watch, I believe it's going to be part 1 of this series, you will see how I do this. And now I want to show you what I got for you today. We'll be doing a dry run, a clamping dry run. So let's talk about some things. Yeah, we're streaming.
You are?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it is sick.
This place is awesome.
Huh?
Common sense is not so common.
You reading my Chinese proverbs? Exactly. Yeah. Okay, thanks. So here we have this, like I said. Now we'll be using these Thompson cleats. Okay, I have a few here. So that's the size they come in. And the way you use them is, so let's say this, right? I already used this clamping call for another guitar. So this is kind of like this, has got a little channel. And you got to use double-sided tape or maybe rubber cement to kind of hold it in place. And then you put this on the soundboard, and you will find, so I'll put this away for now, you will find the exact spot from underneath, and that's how you clamp it. Then you put the C-clamps like this, right? So you can use these straight clamping calls when the soundboard is straight, okay? When it's not, and this is what the Thompson system is like. If you buy it through StewMac, that's pretty much what it looks like. But I made these for soundboards that have a curve to it, so that I can, you know, bend it a little bit. So it goes on top of a soundboard that has a little bit of a dome, and this is on the inside. These are cutouts for the braces. And this comes, well, like that. So this was made, this is the top call that's made for various guitars. That's why there's many magnets. It was used for more than one guitar. And then this one just has 2 magnets, right? Okay. However, today I came up with an improvement, and I have it right here. So these 2 clamping calls were made specifically for the Lowden guitar. And, you know, I mapped out the braces, so I know where to cut out these, it goes like this, channels, right, for the 3 braces. So this goes on the inside. On the outside, we use this one. And the Lowden guitar I measured is perfectly flat in this direction, right? It has a dome in this direction, but it's perfectly flat in this direction. So this will be holding the cleat. I need to cut it wherever I have these channels for the braces. But you see there are no magnets, and this is the improvement that I came up with. The old system uses magnets on this side, and you can see that the magnets are glued in so that they don't fall out. And here the same thing for the bottom call. But with the improved system, this surface is smooth, okay? And the magnets go here on this side, on the outside. Okay, so they go on the outside. And same thing here. This is smooth, and the magnets go on this side. Okay, and now the magnets attract each other. Now the other good thing about this system is if I need stronger magnets, I can just stack them like this. And this now becomes a stronger magnet, right? For whatever reason, if I need to do that. To remove the magnets, simple, just like that. They come out. So for now, let's leave it with the with the single magnet. I want to make sure that these don't fall out. So I am just going to use a little tape and tape them off like this. Yeah, on the inside, I don't want to use stacked magnets like this, right? And that's because I'm going to be reaching inside through the sound hole with a C-clamp, so I don't want to have too many magnets on the inside. But on the outside, I can control the situation easily. So if I need to stack magnets, I will do it. We will find out, okay? And the way I taped it off is because I don't want these magnets now to fall out, obviously. How is this now here? Okay. Which way? This way. Okay. Now, let's bring the guitar. And like I said, we'll be doing some dry runs. So this is my improvement of the Thompson cleat system, which you can buy through StewMac. The Thompson cleats can also be bought through Amazon. So I put a link in the description. Those are the cleats, right, that I showed you. The Amazon links are, in fact, Amazon affiliate links. So I earn a small commission at no extra cost to the buyers. We rehumidified this guitar. So you are now watching part 5. And in part 1, you will see the fracture. And then in part 2, you will still see the fracture, but it's getting smaller. Hold on, magnets, right? Okay, let's talk about this bridge. It's a rear loading bridge, so the strings come from the back. So on a more conventional acoustic guitar bridge, the pins are holding the strings, so you can just remove the pins, pull the strings out like that, without removing the strings from the headstock. But with a rear loading bridge, that's not possible. So we'll have to remove the strings altogether and cut them, and that's it. So now, why am I saying this? Because with a conventional bridge, you can just put a capo on the neck, remove the pins, like that, right? So you remove the pins, you capo the neck, remove the strings from here, and the strings can be kept on the guitar. So that after you do the work, you can put the same strings back to do whatever testing you need to do. And then eventually you'll change the strings, you put new strings on a guitar. But here I actually need to cut the strings. They're already loose, so I'll just cut them and remove the strings. So we'll use a sacrificial set of strings at some point to do part of the work. Yeah. Okay, I have a small audience, I see. I did text the link to the customer, so maybe the customer is watching. Sometimes they can watch me live, sometimes they need to watch me in replay, obviously, if they're at work. I recycle strings. I have a recycling bin. You can do it too. You can collect them, and then it's going to take you a while to fill up a bucket, right? But I remove strings every day. So the way you recycle strings is you go on the Dario website, the Dario, the string manufacturer. You can download a shipping label. It used to be free. Now you got to pay for it. So if you want to help the environment, you can do that. A lot of guitar stores guitar shops recycle strings. Some people have brought strings here from the rehearsal studio, and I added them to my recycling bin. So a lot of repair shops do that, actually, just to help out. Okay. I'm going to turn the guitar around like this. It's going to be easier for me to work in this direction. This kind of neck rest is awesome, by the way. It comes in 2 sizes. This is actually for the electric guitar. There's one for the acoustic guitar, which is taller, but this guitar isn't too thick, so it works. Okay, so now we'll do our practice run. I'm going to first remove this tape. This is a low-tack tape. There's a link in the description. That's the only tape you should use on nitro or on really delicate finishes. It's about as sticky as a Post-it note. So here I realigned my map here and here, and this is going to hold it down. And now we have a visual reference. Okay, so obviously we don't need this, but for the dry runs, actually we don't want it once we are actually going to be doing the job, right? We won't use the map. But for the dry runs, it helps. Okay. Also, for the dry runs, I am not going to be actually clamping at this stage of the dry runs. So, this is easy to understand. There's a line, a fine line scribed here, and that's at the bottom. And I need to align it with the fracture. That's the fracture, right? The fracture is right there. So now I'm looking through, and I'm aligning it like that. Now, you can tape it down, but I won't be doing this for the dry run. And now here we would put the Thompson cleat, put some glue on it, and then hold this down and reach inside. And put it together. And the magnets will find the position. Okay. Okay, so you see, I didn't hit it right. So this is why this is now moving. So let me reposition it. And that's why we practice. We do as many dry runs as we have to get it right. So, oh, like that. Okay, now I know what I was doing wrong. Okay, I'm not finding it. I don't know why. So this is going to go like that. I just noticed that this wall broke off. It was really thin. So now the magnet is exposed. Okay, not here. It won't matter. This is just a one-time single-use clamping call. It won't be used on any other guitars in the future, right? So, but yeah, I should be able to go right around the braces. There are some, it's an acoustic electric guitar, so there are in fact some wires on the inside. I think I'm gonna remove the output jack. And it's cooperating. So it's supposed to hit this. I mapped it out. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. We do have this output jack, and I think I'm gonna have to remove it. Although it's not really in the way there. Okay, now I got it. So, it's positioned correctly. So now, at this point, we would use these. That's called a brace clamp. As you can see, it's really long, so it reaches through the sound hole. I can clamp it right here. Well, let's try. Okay. So it's pushing onto something. There's a wire. It's from the pickup, from the under saddle pickup. So we might need to remove the pickup. It's not coming out. Okay, so that's the saddle. I can see inside there's a shim. And the shim is between the saddle and the pickup. I guess they had to raise the saddle. And this is the pickup. Okay. Let's just put it out of the way. And this way now I can go all the way here. It's still hitting something there. So in this case, I might need to clamp it like this. Okay? And now I know, obviously, that I need to put something here. And I'm not ready for this, so I don't know what I should put there. I'll just put something like this. Just for now, I won't clamp it down, obviously. It's just to kind of hold it in place. And here we can put another soundboard clamp. They do come in 4 sizes. So maybe this one. I do have all 4 sizes. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's the best size for this. So just like that. And you can see here we have a similar situation. I wasn't ready for this, so I'm just going to put this little plate here, maybe 2 of them. So this is why we do dry runs. I will not like really clamp it tight, although I can kind of tighten these 2 a little bit. These are in fact clamping the call. All right, and yeah, it looks pretty neat. So now I can kind of look at the situation and decide what I need. So for here, I know that I need a plate about this size, or a little bit bigger even. And here I need something as well. So I am going to look for some pieces of MDF, which I keep here for these kind of jobs. And yeah. Yeah, so it's actually good to use a larger plate, better distribution of pressure. So we'll put this one here. And we can replace this. I would double it because I want this one to be extended, because it's going to be easier to put it through the sound hole. So I want a bigger plate first, and then put the smaller plate on top, I think. I have a plate, I have a few plates that are, I think, too big. Yeah, this could work. There's no reason why this wouldn't work. Like that. And now I put a small plate here in whichever direction. I could put it like this. How about that? All right. And yeah, it looks pretty neat. So when we do this for real, we are going to clamp these 2 nice and tight. And that'll be that. So now I want to disassemble this whole thing. So again, I will remove this one first. I want to back it up all the way so that it's easier to wiggle it out through the sound hole like that. All right. And here, same thing. So as we recall, it came in from here. So we need to avoid scratching the guitar, obviously. And it comes out. Okay, so the actual clamping is pretty easy now that we have everything we need. I might practice another run of the actual clamping, but I feel like I need to practice this part quite a few times. Yeah, I mean, it is in the right position on the inside, because otherwise this would move to the side, right? So if I move it away, you can see this is now in the wrong position. But now I removed the inside coil. I put this back where it needs to be, and I will find the right spot again. And we're good. Yeah, let me practice again. Yeah, I'm just removing it and putting it back. So now it's completely removed, right? And now I'll put it back. And it's exactly where it needs to be, as you can see, right? Is it? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to practice off camera quite a few dry runs because I want this to be smooth. During the actual glue up, I think I might put a camera inside so that I can also see on the screen what I'm doing on the inside. It's always a little more challenging with acoustic electric guitars because they have that output jack. It's always a good idea to remove it. It's a little tight, so let's remove it. Okay, so first let me take this away. Okay. All right. And let's remove the output jack. We have it right here. It's one of those strap button lipstick output jacks. So I don't have the pliers with a nylon insert, so I do need to use whatever, a rag. Something. So this is the output jack. I need to remove this thing first. It's important not to do it this way, right? Because this would might scratch the guitar like this. So we do it this way. Just to get it started. No, what am I doing? The other way, right? That's it. All right, now we have this. One good guitar tech tool is this. This is for tightening, and this is for unscrewing. And I pull it out. Why is it not coming out? It should come out easily. Okay. that hole is really tight. So there's a precision reamer that's used for that, and I guess they used another, maybe a drill bit or something, I don't know. So we don't want to lose these parts, which is why I'm going to put them here. And we'll be dealing with the output jack at the very end of the project. So now I don't have any wires in the way. It's all good. Okay, so the fracture is almost invisible. I mean, I can see it because I know it's there, but I don't think people would see it, right? It kind of looks like the wood grain. Put this back, and let me do another practice run. Now it should be easier. That's it. It's right where it needs to be. Is it? I think so. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think this is enough for this live stream because I will practice this a few times before I commit to the gluing and clamping. I hope this helped you out somehow. And if it did, just click, 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 click share. So you share it with the community, because this is an educational channel, right? I do this to educate people. And if you know of any people that might be interested in this sort of content and information, just, you know, click the share button. You can also click the button that says buy me a coffee if you want to buy me a coffee. Yeah. Instead of paying for the lesson. And yeah, so thank you if you do. If you don't, we're still friends, no problem. I don't feel like, I'm not sure if I'll be clamping this today or not. So I'll take a short break from streaming and I'll practice it a little bit, you know, on my own. And then I'll decide if I will clamp it tonight or not. Well, actually, I forgot to take the fish glue out of the fridge. So if I do it tonight, it would be in maybe 2 hours or so. I need to warm up the glue. So is that realistic? I think not. I do work very late hours very often, but I'm trying to get better. Sometimes you can see it around my eyes. Yeah, it's going to cost me if I keep doing that. Okay, kids. That was the lesson for today. I hope you liked it in school. Today I will not be assigning homework. Except click, 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 right? That. So I see we have a new viewer just joined us. I'm sorry you came to the end of this live stream. Sorry about that. But you can watch the replay. But hello to you from Guitar Quackery. So you're watching Guitar Quackery Live, the one and only live streaming guitar repair channel on YouTube so far. All right? So click like if you liked it. If you didn't, there are plenty of other channels to watch. And I'll see you soon. I don't think I'll be streaming anything tonight. You know what? Let me check. So I won't be doing the actual glue up tonight. But is there another project I could work on that makes sense, that won't take too long? Let me see. Well, I ordered some parts for a couple of them, and it's still in Athens, Ohio, from StewMac. This one's on hold. Martin, being rehumidified. Okay, so yeah, it's time to check the progress on this Martin DM guitar. Oh no, I'm sorry, not DM. 000 28, and there's a DM as well. That's also being rehumidified. Okay. Yeah, so many. Okay, so I think I might be coming back with a short live stream just to check on the other guitars. Okay, so maybe I'll see you later. Thank you. Good night.